Howdy guys, welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Mana. In the last episode, we doomed our village. In this one, we need to fight for our lives.
Can you hear me? Calm down and study the enemy's movements to look for an opening!
Don't worry, man. I know exactly what to do. Reduce his health to 0. Alright, so the Mantis Ant. Ow. He likes to swing his giant sides around, cast spells on you such as Gem Missile and Acid Breath, and deal a massive amount of damage. And when he swings those sides around, sometimes he can shoot out a little burst of energy, and it'll hit you and knock you out. Sweet. A whack. Oh, there it is. So you don't have to fear. If he kills you in this battle, the man will revive you. Wow. Oh, here we go.
Clear your mind! Wait for your power to return to 100%! Then be sure your aim is true!
So in other words, what I told you, wait till it says 100% down there before you swing. Excellent. Finished him off with a critical hit. How fitting. And I guess we saved the... Well, I was going to insult him, but we saved Elliot. Hooray! Ooh, it's kind of flashy. Heck yeah, we did it. Sword orb?
You did well. Wait there, I'll pull you up.
What do you mean I did well? I died. If you weren't there, I'd be dead.
Stay back! I didn't do nothing!
The game would be over. Well, thanks anyway.
You seem to be in possession of the real mana sword. This is troubling.
Why is that?
Legend says the sword can only be retrieved by a knight when the world is in peril. But you are far too young for such a responsibility. Something must be wrong with the mana sword.
Here, you take it!
No, I cannot. The sword has lost its power. It must be restored. Only the one who pulled it free can do that.
Then, what should I do?
Visit Sage Luca in the Water Palace. The sage has protected these lands for over 200 years. You would do well to listen to her advice.
Hey! The Elder wants you to come to his house.
I'll be off. I have duties to attend. My name is Gemma, and I'll be waiting for you at the Water Palace.
So what gave away the fact that the sword had lost its power or something? Was it the fact that it was completely brown and rust? So I have to see a 200-year-old sage. Okay. Fine, jeez, calm down, man. I'm sure the Elder has to say is good.
We can't ignore this.
We're at our wit's end. Who knows when another monster will appear?
Oh, it's you. You've really done it this time. That sword has protected us for years. Once you removed it, the monsters started attacking the village.
It's settled. We can't let him stay in the village anymore. He'll just bring more monsters. Go!
Get out of here.
Yeah! Leave here now!
I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. I banish you from this village. There's a treasure chest downstairs. Take the contents and be on your way.
Well, that didn't go how I thought. Thought they'd be cheering for me. Hooray, you protected us from the monster! Huzzah! No, you're kicking out the one defense against monsters. Well, I suppose I'm also the one bringing all the monsters here, so I guess they've got a point. Sweet, free money.
Are you going somewhere? See you later!
Yeah, I just got banished from the village. How about you? So you might notice in different areas of the game there's some special little portraits or, I don't know, other little objects around that look kind of cool. They look special or out of place. In this case, this photo. I believe it's pictures from other mana games, characters of other mana games or something. Not entirely sure. If you happen to know, leave it in the comments section below. Well, shoot, you can't just leave without talking to him and leave it with this somber sounding music, but if you talk to him, you get a little more backstory.
I took you in as a child, but there's nothing more I can do for you. Forget you wouldn't remember. You were just a baby. But I was there when your mother first came to this village. After she disappeared, I did my best to raise you.
Well, thanks, man.
But today is the day we must part ways. I hope that you find your mother again someday. Goodbye.
Man, today's the day my life got flipped all turned upside down. How does that go? I'm bad with pop culture references. Well, we're banished from the village. Fantastic. Well, I could just stay here forever and they wouldn't try to do anything about it, but I think it would be better to leave and actually progress the story. But before we do that, I'm going to come over here to the shop. Because if you remember, in the last episode, there was a bandana for sale I'd like to buy.
I'm only selling you stuff because the Elder said I had to. When you're done, get out of here.
Wow.
Welcome. What'll it be?
Well, that's a change in tone. Here's the bandana.
Anything else?
No.
You have to equip the armor before it'll have any effect. Got it? Now scram.
Well, thanks for that. So yeah, I'd like to equip that. You go into the ring menu here, select equip gear, and you go down to this, and you select it. Sorry everyone if you noticed a cut there, some things happened in real life and we had to take care of them. So alright, we equipped the bandana and we're headed off to, well, the Water Palace, I guess. See all this business about restoring a mana sword to full power. All this hoisted upon some young kid.
Do you have everything you need?
Sure do.
By order of the Elder, you have been banished from Potos village. Now be gone!
Alright. Well, I was leaving anyway, it all works out. And we'll never go back there again. Seriously, we won't. There's nothing back there. You never go back there again. Oh, a Cannon Travel Center. I think in the Super Nintendo game you could walk up to the signs and it would auto-check it, but in this game you have to press the attack button when you're near it. So, alright. So, the Cannon Travel Center. Jeez, that guy is muscular.
Hi! We, the Cannon Travel Brothers, are building a global network.
That voice does not fit that, avatar.
Going
character.
to the Water Palace? Gemma's already left. It only takes one blast to get there by cannon, and Gemma's paid your way. Hop in.
As kind as Gemma is, I'm gonna refuse that offer.
You sure? Well, okay. If you want to walk to the Water Palace, head west.
Or just left, that works out. Same thing in this video game, right? So here's the Cannon Travel. Ordinarily, except in this instance, you pay him to go to a destination, you hop into the cannon and it launches you. In the Super Nintendo game, after it launches you out, you get the sweet Mode 7 graphics and you get a top-down view of the world, I guess. You would have seen Mode 7 a little earlier in one of the beginning cutscenes, but yeah. And, well, you just kind of land once you get to your destination. It's surprising, we've already fallen down 2 really high places, and if we were to take the cannon travel, we'd fall from there again because, guys, they do not break your fall, you just hit the ground. But it's a video game, we can survive falls of nearly infinite height unless it's plot relevant. Alright, and this is a new enemy, I just stabbed him, Lullabud. They don't really move until you get near them, and if they bite you, they can poison you, so don't let them bite you. Poison does 1 damage, I don't know, every tick, every second or something, for a total of 20 damage. And here's a new enemy, the Mushboom. The Mushbooms like to blow their top off and put you to sleep with their spores. Oop! See, here's an example of that. They also like to spin around on their heads and cause damage. And apparently jump away from me every time I want to swing at them. You can get near the enemies to push them around. You can do this in both this game and the Super Nintendo game, push enemies. Makes it a lot easier to position them to where, well, you can see them. Oh, and I guess that's really cool. See, if you're behind something in this version of the game, you get a white outline. Super Nintendo game, you just had to kind of figure it out. Okay, that totally hit him. So, another difference between the two versions of the game, the swing graphics don't necessarily show if you're hitting the target or not. In the Super Nintendo, you can practically guarantee if the graphic connects, you hit them. Well, and this rabbite is coming for blood. Actually, I don't think there's a single bit of blood in this game. Sweet, I level up to 3. Oh, there's a sign. Well, I'm gonna weed whack. Oh, I missed it again. Excellent. So what's over this way? Welcome to Neko's? Nico's? I think it's Neko, Japanese. Alright, let's head on over here. Well, it's both an inn and a shop. He's a cat with a giant bag.
Welcome to Neko's. Do you need anything?
Neko. Well, I guess that answers that question. And yes, I need something. Oh, that was bad.
What'll it be?
Yeah, he likes cat puns. So, oh, and you might notice on the desk there to his left, there's a picture of some sort of rabbit creature. That's another one of those things I was telling you about earlier. Why don't we take a look at his shop? What does he have for sale?
Items available.
Buy or sell them. Well, see, he has a whole slew of things for sale, but if you remember some of the prices of these things, such as the candy and the Cup of Wishes up there, they're twice as expensive as they are in the other town. So I would not recommend buying things from this guy, except that you're extremely desperate or want to get some items early. Because a lot of these items are really useful. This one, oh, that's way more than you'll ever need in terms of health restoration. 250, goodness. Full heal, wow. So I'd skip them. Then there's this item, the barrel. I actually don't remember what this does in either version of the game. If you happen to know, feel free to leave it in the comments section below. But I've never used it personally, other than, well, to have a barrel on my characters for fun.
Anything else?
No.
Be seeing you.
And this guy too is an inn, and yeah, he's expensive, so you can do all the same things there. So I forgot to mention, at every single loading screen you see here, the game actually auto-saves, which is very convenient because on the release of this game, it was incredibly buggy and crashing very, very frequently. My brother and I didn't know about the autosave feature, so every time it crashed, we thought we had to play from our last actual intentional save. So we spent a lot of hours replaying content instead of just loading from the last autosave. We felt kind of dumb, but I don't know, when you're used to how the game was played beforehand, it's just how it is. Alright, man, I just love the environment, it's so bright. Oh, hello there. So something interesting to note, if you talk to these guys and send them on their way, it will change how the plot develops in the near future. I actually recommend talking to them and sending them on their way. If not, some things transpire that make it a little more difficult to achieve what I have in mind.
Pandora has sent us to fight Elene, the witch who lives in the haunted forest.
Okay. She doesn't sound too nice.
That's our leader, Major Diealus. He's young, but no one doubts his skill.
Wow.
He knows how dangerous this mission is, but I've never seen the Major waver.
Awesome. Kudos to you, brave guy.
Major Diealus, sir. All set.
Understood. Stay focused, men. Let's move out.
Oh, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna go and help them. Oh, that's cool. That seems to be a portal of some kind. Oh, that's a dark forest. Ooh, little fox creatures shooting arrows at me. Well, shoot, we can't seem to get across here. Or can we? Nope, you really can't. You can't jump across the gap, and don't get shot by these guys. These are the most vicious things you'll ever see for a very, very long time. In the other game, the Super Nintendo version, they're not so difficult, but in this one, they were the bane of my and my brother's existence. So, we're gonna see more of them later. and hopefully I'll make them look a little easier to tell you how to deal with them. And cowering in fear is not dealing with them.
There you are. Let's go.
Alright. Just vanished in. Alright. Ooh. Sweet green fire. Does that mean it deals chaos damage? No, I'm just messing. No chaos damage in this game. Wow. Oh geez, I didn't realize how high up this place was. What is it suspended on? It's a really neat 3D effect. I legit didn't notice that until now. Wow, that is so cool. Still learning things about this game. So why don't we step on this one? Nope, nothing. You have to step on this one in order to advance the plot. And the game takes over.
Uh-oh. Where's Luca? I guess I'll ask that girl over there. Hey, where do I find Luca?
Mind your manners. It's nice to see you again, Sage Luca.
You're very welcome.
Wait, you mean this little girl is 200 years old?
Wow. Wow, years have been kind to her.
Oh, so you're the one who found the mana sword. Fascinating.
Why is that fascinating? Well, talk to Gemma to advance the plot.
Luca, monsters have started invading villages. This young boy just fought one himself.
You underestimate my intelligence. World news flows into this palace with the water's own currents.
I don't think he underestimates your intelligence so much as your abilities. I mean, how are we supposed to know that the water can talk to you and tell you what happens?
Mana grows ever weaker. That could explain how this child was able to take the sword from its place of rest.
Okay. So we're not extraordinary or exceptional in any way. We were just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
His actions caused the balance of mana in this area to shift. Beasts are now rampaging across the land again.
Well... sorry?
Evil in the world is working to seal away the power of the mana sword forever. By defeating monsters and obtaining their orbs, you can reforge and restore the sword's mana power.
Reforge the sword. Got it.
It looks like your sword regained some power from vanquishing the Mantis Ant.
Yeah, we got that orb earlier, didn't we?
There are more hidden orbs with the mana power to revive the sword.
Cool.
You must find them.
Sounds good. Alright. Alright, Gemma, what do you have to say?
I was once one of Sage Luca's pupils. I studied how mana sustains our entire world, and how it's been slowly fading away.
You might want to look into whatever she's doing to maintain her age, man.
Gemma, I want you to keep an eye on the Empire. It seeks the Mana Fortress's power.
Fortress? Like the one that destroys the world in that fairy tale?
This is no fairy tale. We're talking about the real Mana Fortress, and the Empire that wants its power.
Wow, so our character knew about this stuff and chose to doom the world anyway.
The Empire will try to break the seals on the mana seeds in each palace. I've already caught some Empire spies snooping around my own palace.
There are strange reports coming in from Pandora. Could the Empire be involved?
I do not know. Gemma, you should request an audience with the king and tell him to be wary of the Empire.
They sound like bad dudes.
Understood. I'll leave now. Head for the cave in Gaia's navel. There's a dwarf blacksmith that lives in the area.
Oh?
Dwarves are known for their weapon-making skills. You should see if they can reforge the sword.
Sounds good.
As the sword becomes more powerful, your skills will improve, and you'll learn more abilities.
So the sword grants me power. I can't actually improve myself without the sword being better. Well, I'm gonna choose to follow him. Nope, he literally trapped us here. We are trapped and doomed here forever. Until we talk to her.
What frightens you so?
Honestly, both of these things. The sword has set me on a quest, forced me on it, and, well, in that tale, the fortress is, well, dooming all of mankind. Well, humankind built the fortress, so they really doomed themselves, but
Eons ago, the ancients used their war machine, the Mana Fortress, in a final battle against the gods.
bad idea.
It's not a fairy tale like you were told as a child. As the battle raged and the world reached its end, a hero came with a sword and saved us all.
Good job there, hero.
The few who remained rebuilt the world, hoping to protect mana from those who would abuse it.
Not doing a good job, are they?
You wield the legendary Mana Sword, but its power has faded. Now it's hardly better than a normal weapon.
It's a good weed whacker.
It used the last of its power to choose a new master.
Why me? Why
But
no?
why did it pick me?
I don't have that answer, but you drew the sword, and now it's your responsibility to restore its power.
Dang it. Alright. If we say, no way, I'm pretty sure it's a but you must situation, so you know what? No problem, we can restore it.
So where do I fit in?
You must become a hero who is worthy of the sword.
Oh, well if the other one didn't give you a but you must situation, this one certainly will, so let's just say okay. We'll do it. We'll save the world.
Hold the sword up to the seed on the altar.
I mean, what choice have we got? Sweet.
What happened?
The seed and the sword have now synchronized with each other. Now no matter where you are in the world, this mana seed can grant power to your mana sword. You found one of the 8 palaces. Now you must visit the others and obtain the powers of their seeds.
Okay.
I worry about you out in the world with only a rusted sword. Take this spear I imbued with holy water.
Cool. Why don't you just imbue my sword with holy water? Oh sweet, we've got the spear.
Use it along with the mana sword, and it too will regain its true power. I'll heal you. Would you like to save the game?
Sure would. The spear is an awesome weapon.
First, take Gemma's advice and head to Gaia's navel. There you can find the underground palace. To reach Gaia's navel, head south through the kingdom of Pandora.
But you won't get to see the spear's functionality until next time on Let's Play Secret of Mana. Thanks for watching everybody, and have a good night. Take care.